Hi, everybody. This is Scott from Get 10,000 Fans, and we are here live with Peter Dove, who was one of our very first customers to the fan page funnel. So Peter's joining us from across the pond a little bit in England. So Peter, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate the time to talk about the funnel and your experience. So we're just going to have a couple quick questions for Pete. He's going to walk through, so for you guys watching this, a little bit of background about Peter. What we've come to learn is that Peter and his partner, Mary, are in the dressage horse riding niche, and it's a very actually I'll just let Peter talk about it. So Peter, go ahead and just talk about what you guys do. Your guys' niche I found very interesting, so I want to just let you go ahead with it.
Well, I became interested in online marketing about a year ago. I was always this kind of guy that said, I come up with the ideas, I'm no good at the sort of marketing stuff, and
it's an ideas guy.
Yeah, and I read a bit of Brian Tracy, who gave me a kick in the ass and made me realize that I've actually got to go and make it happen, and I've got to learn to do the marketing. So, and I've been with my instructor Mary Wanless now for almost 20 something years. She completely transformed my riding, and so I got her going on Facebook. And at the time, she had about 200 fans. And that's when I decided to take over her fan page and see if I could do something with it. I spent about 3 months and quite a bit of cash trying to get that off the ground, and got a tiny bit of traction. But, to be honest, I had no idea what I was doing. Mm-hmm. And that's when I came across Get 10,000 Fans.
Oh, cool. Well, good segue into kind of the first question. So what exactly was your first, how did you first find Get 10,000 Fans, hear about Brian? What was that, initial poking around the internet? Did you see an ad? Did you stumble into, how did that come about?
Well, funnily, it was a Facebook ad.
There you go. I figured it was. Yeah, as most people do. Yeah.
Yeah. It was on the Facebook tab blueprint, or oh my word, I
probably was
the
timeline blueprint is another kind of entry product that we have. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also got an interest in a couple of the other smaller products as well. And, that kind of, built my fan base, my instructor's fan base, from 200 all the way up to 10,000 fans. Those series of little courses that you had that were, within my budget at the time, because, I'd kind of been burned a bit by paying for, Facebook marketing and having no idea what I was doing.
Yep.
Spending my ads and nothing was working.
You were not the only one. Yeah.
So, that whole series made a huge difference, started getting subscribers for us, got us up to 10,000 fans. Your business title delivered on exactly what it said.
The Holy Grail, right? Yeah.
Like, woo, 10,000 fans. And I think that's, that's where we got to before, your sort of flagship product came along.
Right. Yeah, before then it was the fan page funnel. So that was the very first introductory course. So lest we date anything in this video, that was February of this year that we're currently in is 2014. Maybe people years from now are watching this and looking back and thinking, oh, what once was. But yeah, so really with the fan page funnel, why don't you speak to what your experience was with that?
Well, the fan page funnel really did clarify my mind. What I was going to do with the subscribers, what I was going to do with my fans, but actually really made the Facebook advertising make sense, mm-hmm. As a way to get subscribers, as a way to get fans, as a way to generate an income,
right.
and serve the customers that we've already had. In the past, we simply had our webpage, and we kind of hoped people would go there, and we kind of pointed them and hoped they would buy something.
Right.
And really, that's just it seems to be now to me a very poor platform for selling, mm-hmm. for getting people to be interested in your products, to get people's engagement. It's a really bad platform.
Right. You mean your website?
Websites,
right.
Yes. I just think websites are just such a poor platform. They do a poor job of capturing people. They do a poor job of communicating with people after that they've been on your page. So, yeah, the whole fan page funnel just made sense. It made sense of how to guide people down a path. When we did some work with the very first few modules and really went ahead and implemented what you taught for a DVD set, which cost about £120, which works out about 200 and something dollars. And by then we built up a list of about sort of 3,000 people, and we were clocking up to 20,000 fans or more at that point, and we did really well. I mean, we had a really good month selling those DVDs, and I started pushing a lot more advertising into it. And the strange thing I noticed was that the conversion rate started to go down.
Right.
And we were kind of confused about this. The conversion rate was going down. And I mean, I don't know whether you want me to speak about this at this point, but this is kind of where the boot camp really...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, what we didn't realize until I came on the boot camp was that those fans that we initially sold to were indoctrinated already. Right. Mm-hmm. They were already our fans. They'd already been on Facebook. They'd already subscribed. We'd already sent them great stuff. Mm-hmm. So we had this massive conversion rate and this great month.
Right.
But after that, with all the advertising, the conversion rate started going down. We saw less and less. And, we kind of panicked and thought, oh, perhaps we should just stop advertising the DVD set because we're just spending more money and making less sales. And we did. We decided to stop until we came onto the boot camp course and to reassess what we're doing. And I think the great thing about the boot camp course is it made me realize that we have to indoctrinate the new people that we're getting. We have to get them to take micro commitments. We, need to create the lead magnets, which get them to consume it and create a funnel, a fan page, which we hadn't really done before. We'd gone for the traditional kind of Jeff Walker style. Here's 3 great videos of content, and then please buy my 120 quid.
Exactly.
DVD.
Fingers crossed a little bit, kind of behind the scenes.
Exactly. So yeah, I think the fan page funnel course and the boot camp together really taught us how we could get new customers, get them indoctrinated, get them interested in what we have to say, and get them used to us, and then lead them down the funnel to £120 purchase.
Yeah, exactly. And even for you guys are going even that step further of filling out live events, right? I mean, that's, with ultimately the goal is even walking someone even up higher than, just, £120 purchase. And in dollars, that's a pretty big purchase, really, in any currency. But even then, you guys are with the aim of higher.
Well, there's more DVDs. There's the potential to come on a course. Although, actually, even then, we're starting to have to think about how do we do a higher ticket version of that? Because Mary's course, she's so popular. She's like almost sold out anyway on all of her courses. So, it's even beginning to think, how do we make Mary's time more valuable?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So, it generates huge numbers of ideas. And the really great thing about the fan page funnel and the bootcamp course that we went on is that I now have like 4 or 5 different niches lined up that I know what to do with.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just we've got this niche and we need to do this, and this, and this, and this, and that's the plan, and we know it's all kind of working. There'll be tweaking, there'll be A/B testing.
Oh, sure. Creativity needs to be, different audiences, small tweaks here and there.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But I know what to do with them, and I've got my magic, my own, dressage brand. The other thing that we kind of really hit us in the head as well from the course is how to kind of break down the content that we've already got. Mm-hmm. How not to serve up too big a chunk, but actually to break it down nicely. And the other thing we've recently realized is, when we get our customers in and we offer them these sort of free lead magnets, the lead magnet we offer them, they might not be interested in at that time, because writing is such a huge skill set.
Sure.
Every single person could, potentially have a different issue they are dealing with right now. So we're even starting to expand the range of lead magnets we offer.
Oh, very cool.
so that we can kind of capture somebody who wants to know how to get the horse on the bit, someone who wants to know how to do lateral work, somebody who wants to know how to just steer their horse in a straight line.
Right.
You know,
that's where I'd be, I think, if I.
So, and then we know that we're going to capture the most number of people, you know, with these very specific solutions, and then bring them into the funnel. So,
Right.
you know, huge amounts of work, but you can really see how you could, you know, capture a huge chunk of the market by thinking in this way. You know, thinking in the way that you've taught through the fan page funnel course and the bootcamp course.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, would you say that maybe? Again, this is transitioning now and kind of into the last question that we'll talk about, right, is the big takeaway for you, right? The fan page funnel, you're saying that not only in this, you know, in the one market that you and Mary are already operating in, but now other ideas for other markets, you have this blueprint, almost like a checklist of, okay, I need this, this, and this. And obviously, as you said, certain tweaks need to be made from market to market, but that the fan page funnel was able to let you kind of back up and see what is required for a blueprint that does work, you know, regardless of, you guys are selling physical products, you're selling DVDs. You know, a lot of people that we work with sell a lot of digital things, like we mainly do digital. You guys are doing live events, you know, you're getting people to sell physical tickets around the country and in different countries. I know Mary travels a lot. So, I guess really that last question is, what would you say is the big takeaway really from the fan page funnel? And then, you know, if anybody missed that detail, Peter actually joined us for our live boot camp event as well with about 12 or 13 others here in Baltimore. So that was another great step that Peter got to take that we really enjoyed getting hands on. A little plug for the boot camp for anybody watching this. Was a great time of all of us being able to get together. So, but anyway, back to the question was, what would you say was your, you know, if you're, for someone watching this, your big takeaway from the fan page funnel course? You know, I was here, I took the fan page funnel, and now here's my takeaway, right?
I think the biggest takeaway from it actually is, you know, how to, let's say you've already got content. It really showed me how to break down the content that I've already got, how to position it at the right time so that the customer who comes along gets the appropriate size kind of chunk of information for what they're interested in at the price bracket that they're willing to pay you at that point. Because, you know, when somebody comes in, you know, they might not be interested in giving you, you know, $200 odd. They you know, they might give you a $7 pop or a $10 pop or something, and you know, they're happy with that. So I think for us that was the great thing of presenting content at the right price at the right time to a person in the funnel, and have a follow-up plan for doing that, for taking them down the sequence, and then just, you know, I can now do it with anything. You know, I'm going to be doing this with a magic training course. I'm going to be doing that with my own, you know, riding brand. The great story that you showed at the bootcamp course was, apologies if I get this wrong, I think it was your sister-in-law who runs a dancing school.
Yes, it is my brother's mother-in-law. With her, so that's okay. It's tough for me to remember, but yeah.
so of course, you know, we run our own equestrian center, and for me that was just another thing. Like, I can apply this to my equestrian center. I can increase the amount of business. I can increase the exposure of the riding center.
Yeah.
We can look at even you know, offering different services to what we already offer, and, you know, Facebook marketing to drive that interest. So you know, it's not just online products, it's physical products, and it's premises. I mean, you know, it just opens your eyes to what you could sell, what you could use Facebook marketing for. Right.
Great. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I could say anything better than that. So, Peter, is there anywhere that if someone was reading this, right, and wanted to learn more about, you know, the magic stuff, which, by the way, everyone, Peter is a unbelievably good magician. That's one of the things. He brought out a deck of cards, and I felt like I was in one of those YouTube videos where everybody's just scratching their heads thinking, wait, well, hold on, you know, you expect somebody to maybe get the card right or something, but it was pretty amazing. But if somebody wanted to learn about that, or learn about you and Mary's, your guys' dressage riding, whatever, if there was, you know, is there anywhere site-wise we could plug for you right here?
Well, I think just go to facebook.com/ride with your mind.
Right, ride with your mind. There you go.
And, you know, that is, I think that's a great Facebook page. I mean, we get so much engagement with our fans, so many comments and likes, and it's great just posting on there. And, we kind of post on there every day and get huge engagement. You can go to mary-wanless.com, which is Mary's main website, and peterdovemagic.com.
There you go. So Peter's Magic. There you go. But if you want to see the start of Peter and Mary's Facebook funnel, their version of their Facebook funnel, that was facebook.com/ridewithyourmind, right?
Yes.
That's what. Okay, great. Yeah, so that'd be a good one. And then the other 2 URLs you mentioned as well, if you guys are interested in that stuff. So that's pretty much all we have. So for you guys that are interested in the fan page funnel or anything like that, or the links that we've talked about just now, just below this YouTube video, you guys are going to find some links where you can learn some more about the fan page funnel if that's something you want to be interested in. But that's pretty much it. So Peter, I really appreciate the time. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk about everything. And we certainly had a great time having you guys at the boot camp, and look forward to continue to hear as you guys, peel some stuff back and keep building everything out. So
great.
Excellent.
Thanks very much.
Excellent. Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Peter. And guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in that next video.